Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20, and welcome to episode 17 of Direwolf20's Forgecraft2 series, hanging out with Soaryn, Fireball. I believe even CPW is hanging out with us on TeamSpeak.
Hello.
How's it going?
Good.
Am I right to believe that it is currently, as of the time of this recording, Soaryn's birthday?
You would be correct.
Well, happy birthday, good sir.
Thank you.
And I also believe it's CPW's daughter's birthday.
It is.
Yes.
It's her 10th birthday today.
Well, then happy birthday also to Katie.
Thank you.
So, Soaryn, what's going on? I heard you've been doing magic, which frankly terrifies me.
I have, and I just got...
Is that what
by
Pure
people.
Imagination V9 is? Please don't tell me it took you
Yes.
9 iterations to make an age.
We should have had a V8, but it really didn't work out, so...
You could have had a V8.
Exactly, it worked out that way. I was like, yes!
I'm going to smack you in the forehead.
Okay, I'm gonna...
Alright, I'm at Pure Imagination, which apparently has a big old rainbow going on and some oil fields.
Right.
Is this actually...
this
Oh yeah,
side-
it is a desert oil field biome. Okay, look at that.
Yeah, I didn't know it was
User joined your
this
channel.
much.
Hello.
I thought
Like, oily?
oil was like here and there, but it's everywhere.
Yeah. Hey, Fireball.
So I have to flatten this place out. Hello.
We had a
I need to
technical-
Is this
Oh.
is this the thing that's pulling me in? Is that your node?
That's the hungry node, yeah.
So you found a hungry node. Let me tell you that I tried to find a hungry node on my single player series for like 2.5
was
hours
told.
and gave up.
I was told, and he was like, Dyer's not gonna be very happy about this. I think he'd be ecstatic.
There's a really easy way to find them.
How?
Make a void world and go down to Y level 8 and just fly around. I mean, that's where all the nodes spawn is at Y level 8.
Right.
And in a void world, they're all down there, and it's really easy to find them.
Or you could do what I did and ask where everyone died at, and
Or do that too. But
Yeah,
that doesn't work well on a single player world since
no, it doesn't.
people might not respond to that.
There is a little area on the right of it. You can actually go down and not get sucked in, and actually look at the aspects inside the node.
That node is very
It's like a
large.
second room. It is big, yeah.
It keeps sucking me in, so that's no fun. So where do I go? On the side of it, you said?
Yeah, it's a little extra part of the build.
Where do I go to see your node?
Up. What? Oh, go to our base, and then there's a book in the corner. That says
Oh, I see it.
V9.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
B9.
Pure Imagination V9.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't analyze that node because I haven't done any Thaumcraft yet. But I heard you have
Oh,
like
you have
300 and something of one of the aspects, so that's exciting.
Here, I got some stuff to feed it. Here, Soren, where are you?
Socketing
birthday.
table, huh?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, we found a... What was it called, Chad? Artifact, I think it was called?
Okay.
In the desert. And we're like, what is that? So we got a trowel, and it gave us dust. And that dust led to making this, and I have no idea what it's for.
Neat.
Something about enchanting of sorts.
Well, I think it's like socketing gems into armor, a la World of
Yeah.
Warcraft-ish. Am I right in that, or no?
Okay.
CPW should know. So,
What should
aside
I
from
know?
having a hungry node, Soaryn, what have you done?
Pretty much any setup here. Right now, the AE system has been powered off.
Okay.
It kind of discharged, but as soon as it gets running, we can make unlimited aluminum with the wood that you gave us.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So it puts it into the furnace, or the smelter here,
Right.
pulls it out after it's done, puts the charcoal in both the alchemical construct as well as the alchemical furnace,
Right.
and makes the energy and fire. And on
Right.
the right side, we have cobble, and
Yep.
since it has terry on it, we have to void that, so we just use that. This is what we
Correct.
did in Forgecraft2 a couple seasons ago,
Yeah.
but without as much AE.
It's a familiar build. I recognize it. I like
and
it.
then over here, we've been trying to figure out what we should do rather than big reactors while you're away, but we couldn't figure out a good way to charge things yet.
So do we need more
So
power? Are we at the point where we need like high levels of power?
Yeah.
So we should start
We
working on
add
big
any more
reactors.
machines, we start losing. Yep.
Okay.
And this place is more or less just like a kind of a sandbox area, so if you just want something you want to build with,
Right.
not sure how it's going to look, build here.
So do we have like a ton of? I noticed you were using some of this stuff. Do we have a ton of Blizz rods and stuff and whatnot?
We have to go back to our old base to see that. Shamu, give me 1 moment. I will get back to you on that.
Yeah, you're fine.
Did that
Yeah.
work?
Because I'm debating if we're going to do a big reactors build, should I do Enderium or should I do, like, the ice liquid stuff? And for that we need Blizz powder, right? So we've got 70 Blizz rods and 224 Blizz powder, so that's not bad. Interesting. Okay. So we'll figure it out. Do you have a room in particular where you would like this big reactor to be?
Not really. Oh, okay. Hi. Not really. As far as I know.
Like, do you want it under here or? Ow!
I'm hiding.
Well, I ran right past you. Legendary
I saw an
plus
arrow.
plus 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 plus.
Yeah, I haven't upgraded in a while either.
That's the one you put in the autonomous activator, isn't it?
It doesn't work that way, unfortunately.
It doesn't?
Well, from what I've been told, it doesn't work that way. It'll increase the level, but doesn't give it any aspects. It's
Interesting.
kind of weird to me.
Alright, stand back, Mr. Magnet Man.
I never have magnets anymore.
I also have 0 armor on. I should make armor at some point, but I guess my priority at this point is to make other cool things.
Armor and power.
I'm putting my bow tie back on, though, because, you know, priorities.
That has to stay there.
Could see that,
Yeah.
Soaryn, in chat.
Alright, so I guess my plan for this episode is a big reactors reactor. I can get started working on that. I just need you to tell me where it goes, because you're the base design guy. How are we for
Okay,
Yellorium, by the way?
That's a good question.
We're pretty good. We have 1660. We have a lot. And we have 64 blocks of it somehow.
How big is this reactor going to be?
I don't know. What's the size of the good reactor, Fireball?
Oh, 7 by 7 by 7?
7 by 7 by 7. That's the ideal one. Yeah, so let's do that.
Okay, so wherever you, however big you make it, I guess 7 by 7.
Yeah.
The diamond block that I place in the middle of the base, make that the center of the reactor. So
The center vertically as well.
yeah, so like this is the very center of the cube.
Okay. That I should be able to manage.
Okay, cool.
1, 2, 3. Let's do this.
I
with Gobble.
will handle something I need to handle for Shamu, so.
Mostly.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ah, it's raining Yellorium blocks. Thank you, Fireball.
Yeah, I have tons of these.
My inventory is filling up quickly. I don't need any more Yellorium.
Are you sure?
Stop.
'Cause you do go through it pretty fast.
Stop. Make it stop. Can you actually put blocks in the reactors, by the way? I've never tested that.
You can.
Sweet.
Yeah, you can run it right off the block.
That's cool. Alright, so 7 by 7 by 7. That's where I want to go. So YouTube, I'm going to dig out an area, and we'll be right back.
You can make a really cool turbine.
Fireball, why did you make a giant mess of Ludicrate?
Because... funny? At least it breaks fast now.
That's true.
It's not like, you know, obsidian or something that you have to pound out.
Yeah, that would be rude.
Actually, to be honest, I didn't know how fast the break speed was on it until I saw you breaking it.
There's a lot of it.
Yeah, there's, I think I had 8 stacks.
Fireball, T notifier. Did you have to change anything for that?
Yes, every one of your keys has been invalidated.
Okay. How do I?
How do you change it?
Yeah.
Well, just log in to T-Notifier, and it's just going to ask you when you log in for the first time to, do you want to authorize Twitch blah 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 access, and you just say yeah.
Oh,
Alright guys, we'll be back again after I figure out where I want to build stuff.
And
Alright guys, we are back. Soaryn, I'm doing this. Ta-da! We're losing power in our magma crucible.
Is it connected still? Did you? Oh, it's probably not configured the right way.
There we go. It's filling back up now. So I built the reactor. Ta-da!
Ooh.
We're gonna put Fireball in there.
Yeah, and if you put the
he's
glass
gonna be our
back in there,
power
if you
source.
keep them in there. What are you doing? Fireball?
He's putting graphite blocks in.
Graphite.
Some
Those
of my
better
chat
than
was saying
diamond.
it's not better.
It is though. Like if you go online and do it in the simulator, graphite is like the best thing ever.
Really?
Yeah, I used the simulator to find out what was better.
Nice.
And it's really hard to
Can you
make,
link
too.
that simulator?
Yeah, I can probably find it.
Put it in Minecraft chat, because I will forget to put it in the description of the video, because that's what I always forget to do. So if you put it in Minecraft chat, then people will see it.
And please don't do that because we've already had problems with that site crashing with lots of people doing it.
Oh, so maybe don't put it in there? Also,
Yeah.
our AE system just lost power, Soaryn. What'd you do?
That's because you didn't configure it when you put it down, so it's working on it now.
Configure what?
It's trying.
What didn't I configure correctly? I configured everything correctly.
The energy cell when you put it down. When you swapped them out.
Yeah?
It wasn't configured to send power to you. At least not the machine, so I just want to fix it.
Okay, there we go. Now it's running. So we're going to fill up the place with some jello cryothium because we decided to be different. So we'll be back in just a minute once we've got everything ready. We're waiting for more jello to melt down. All right, guys. So the next thing I need is fuel rods. So let's see. Reactor. We're going to want yellorium fuel rods. So we're going to want 5 by 5, right? So 25 of those.
Fireball, try without any kind of modifier there and just use cryothium. Or
All right.
instead.
Dun, 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 dun.
Give me 1 second.
So we might need 125 if this is better.
1.63 millibuckets per tick is what's at now. And with cryothium, it goes to 1.64, so it's actually a little bit worse. But you get more power.
Worse. More
But
power,
you get,
more usage.
You get a little bit. Well, let me do it by RF per block. Just a second. 35.
So what are you doing?
Yeah, you get.
Instead of
You get
using
more
the
power.
graphite blocks, we just say, okay, go ahead and use cryothium there too. That's what I'm wondering.
Well,
probably
like
worth it.
cryothium's taking a long time and effort to do, so
Okay.
unless it's significantly better to do it that way, like I say, stick with graphite.
Okay.
11.5 thousand RF a tick, and with gelid cryothium, it's 12.1 thousand RF a tick.
So 600 RF a tick difference.
And it's, yeah, with the cryothium everywhere, it's 7.4 thousand RF per millibucket, and with the blocks, it's just 7,000 RF, or 7,000 RF per millibucket. So, a little bit better.
Not enough for me
Depends
to
on how
care,
much
to be
power
honest.
you need.
I always get to the point where like you've got such a ridiculous amount of RF coming in, like a couple hundred's not really much of a difference.
I didn't even go all wild with my RF this season.
Lies, you always go wild.
I have 3 turbines, and that's it.
Actually, that's not much.
I know, it's hardly any.
Bill Guild, we have. I think we were planning on like 9 on each side or something.
I just found an open channel called, I think it's called Direwolf. Where I get my power from.
That's a good place to get your power, yeah. Definitely go that
That
way.
explains why we never have power and why you are always complaining about so little power.
I'm kidding.
Well, I mean, you stole from us. You'd be like, where's all the power?
Well, it's funny, the other day it was like, you're asking if you could borrow power.
Yeah, for like 30 seconds.
That's
So
what I
could
should
turn
have.
on my system.
I should have made a link and linked it to that one. Here you go.
Done.
I'm making a reactor computer port because I'll probably use the reactor code that I have. Are you still using that, Fireball? Is that working for you?
I am. Yeah, it works great.
Nice. That's what I like to hear.
Yeah, I have I have 3 turbines using it and 1 reactor using it.
Nice. Where do you want the power port, Soaryn?
That's an excellent question. Maybe closer toward. Well, I guess we'll probably use a tesseract. So put it on the one of the sides or on the bottom, just in the center somewhere.
I'll put it in the back. How's that sound?
Okay.
So this, if I do this, I'm removing your thing for a sec, Soaryn. So it forms.
Okay.
So we've got a valid forming block.
Nice.
You may have your floodgate back, and I'm going to go get more gelid cryothium. So how many buckets worth? You had 32 buckets worth, right?
Yeah, I have 32 on me.
And we determined that we needed 100?
100.
Okay.
We use graphite though, so that's a 3x3x7 or a 3x3x5. So, no, that's not. We need less than 100. We're good.
So, okay.
Originally, we were taking up 25 blocks with the fuel rods, but we added the graphite blocks, so we're taking up 50 blocks, give or take.
Cool. So are you doing the thing? Do the thing.
Do the thing? Okay, do the thing.
Yeah, you can fill.
Oh. Let's see, 3x3x7, 3x3x5.
I've got another set of,
45.
I've got like 50-something more buckets on its way.
Okay, yeah, we're good. We only need, 55 buckets, I think. Or 125 minus 45.
Okay.
Do that. 80.
80?
80.
Well, I've got 53 and you've got 32, so that's 85. So we should have 5 more buckets than we currently need. Ooh, look at it fill. Nice. That's cool. It's actually doing a very nice job of filling, isn't it?
It does. It fills from the bottom, essentially, from where it can fill.
That's cool.
I filled a max size reactor with this. It took about an hour.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
So I
it's
didn't
like-
think there was a max size reactor.
Yeah, 30.
Like 100 by 100.
No, that's a setting if it is, but default's 32, I think.
Oh.
Nice.
We tried that and it was too big, so we're like,
How much power did that output?
about 1 million. That was without turbines. That was just flat out reactor. And no graphite anything in the middle. Just pure gelid cryothium.
Nice. So if we're in any way good at math, there should be 5 buckets of gelid cryothium left when this is done filling.
Alright, this is almost out.
It is done filling.
It's got 3 buckets left.
3 buckets left?
Yeah.
That seems unlikely. You know what? Maybe there's a
That's what it
buffer
said.
inside the floodgate. Alright, I am going to close the reactor. The multi-block
Nice.
is formed. We've got... The yellorium has filled up. So I'm going to activate the reactor for a moment and see what kind of RF generation we get.
Oh, good. We're good.
Yeah, so far so good. We
That's
should
much more
stabilize
than
around
we're doing
11.5.
No. Huh? 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 Come on. You can do it. You can.
Nice.
Aha! It's still going up, it looks like. Okay,
Yeah,
the heat's...
that looks pretty good.
Yep, stabilized.
Cool. Okay, so I'm going to deactivate the reactor and get the reactor control program up and running. So I'll be back in a minute, guys. Alright guys, we are back, and I am putting the finishing touches on a vibrant capacitor. And everything else that I need to make for this thing. So, let's get ready to do stuff. Alright guys, we're back, and hopefully this all works. So let's see, I want to paste and get a couple things. And cross your fingers. Alright, let me figure out what I did wrong. Alright guys, we're back. All I had to do was disable and reactivate the modem. There was no actual problem with the code. I guess the modem got turned on and off wrong. So, we're in automatic mode. We are currently, I suspect, measuring what we need to do. So, energy stored 2%, RF gen, core temp. Sweet. Looks like it's pretty much working.
I'm going to go to the other side of our other base here and get that side powered up.
And just test it by saying that my turn off at will be at 5%. We already have 5% yet.
A few cables there.
Yeah, I'm just testing a couple things first to make sure the program's working. Cool. Alright, so now that we know the program is working, let's get the power taps going. Soaryn, do you have any of those Uber power lines laying around by chance?
Possibly.
Yes.
Would be in the AE system.
Cryo-stabilized flux duct. We have 2 of them.
Alright, they're not too terrible to make, because we just had a whole bunch of cryo.
Well, I mean, technically, I could just put the capacitor right next to it, so I think I might wind up doing that. We can always make more later, but I want to test this, really, and make sure it's all working correctly. And go. Connected. Reactor go. So reactor is offline, reactor is online, energy stored 43%. Really? Oh wow, I guess it is already. Okay, that's fast. So we're going to change that. So let's turn this off for a minute. Going to turn you off. Oh, that's right, because that had a huge internal buffer that I forgot about. And we'll switch this guy back to turning off at 90%. Oh, and by the way, the number of capacitors is currently 1. So, sweet. Oh, because it's at 50 already. That's cool. Let's get something that needs power. What's this thing at? He's actually not quite there yet. So let's come over here. We're going to make sure this guy's configured to output on this side. We're going to configure this thing to be blue here. This thing should start going. This thing should start, so he's losing 10,000 RF a tick. The reactor should kick online. Nice. That's cool. Look at that. Awesome. It's working exactly how I would like it to. I just want to test the fuel rod control, so if I set it to 90, energy would drop. Nice. Switch it back to automatic mode. Everything looks cool. That guy went to 0. RF gen is bumping up. Very cool. So the computer control is online.
Nice.
Yeah. And I'm charging up very quickly a resonant energy cell at the moment. That is kind of awesome. Actually going to pick you up for a minute. I just want to make sure that this thing... So he should rapidly climb, and when he hits 90%, stop charging. Because the reactor will shut off at 90%. What are you working on, Soaryn? What you doing?
I'm trying to get the other side of this AE system to work. It was working, and then it powered down for whatever reason.
Gotcha. So I have a vibrant capacitor hooked up, so that's the 25,000 RF one. I like the idea of infinite RF per tick conduits.
Yes.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Plus, they look really cool. So we're at almost 80% now. And remember, there's no calibration that needs to be done because we don't have a turbine hooked up. At some point, we'll probably install a turbine somewhere, maybe down this path or something. And at that point, we can consider calibrations and such. But for now, we're cool. So at 90%, this thing should shut off automatically. There we go. Offline. Nice. Okay, we'll be back. All right, guys, we're back. So, Soaryn, we have a reactor.
So we're good with power?
Yes, 11,000 RF per tick.
Nice. Yeah. I know it's getting bigger.
Is it now?
Go, crafting benches, go!
Is that what you're doing? You're just feeding it crafting benches?
Yeah. One at a time, so they don't stack. I was told that's a bad idea to stack them, but I don't know if that's true, so I just went ahead and made it more fun.
Cool. Yeah, if I get anywhere near that column, like, it's just instant craziness.
Luckily,
So sapphire glass can't be sucked in? Is that the trick?
Anything with a hardness of 5 or higher, and apparently sapphire glass has 10.
Nice. That's kind of cool. And it's all connected texturing and stuff.
Yeah. I did want to show you that we have these villages right behind our base over here. So if you just head straight past the... We have 2 different villages that kind of look like their own fortresses.
That's kind of cool.
So I kind of want to have like this battle kind of set up, so like arrows are going back and forth.
That would be neat.
I just don't know how to simulate that.
Well, I mean, you could do it with like dispensers and stuff, but wouldn't that be a lot of entities?
It would.
That
So
would
I'm
be
just
bad.
trying to think how to make that look good without killing the server.
Yeah. Wow, there's a lot of villagers that are just like hanging out in this oil bath.
They're all guards and little weak villagers that want dumb stuff.
Guards, huh? Oh, from Witchery?
Yeah. They were
Interesting.
protecting everyone, so I guess it's kind of good that they're all next to each other.
Yeah.
Jump in the oil real quick without your ring, and you'll find out that you can't swim in it.
Really?
You can't swim in it. I don't fly. I can't fly without morphing, so I get stuck in it constantly.
Oh, you're right. You can swim in it. Look at that. That's interesting. That's neat.
So
I mean, I guess that
it's kinda
kind of makes
bad.
sense, right?
Absolute no swimming, it doesn't make that much sense, but hindered swimming, yes.
The step assist from the sash helps, but that won't help you if you don't have that either.
Yeah. Yeah, you have to break a block and then just jump.
You can't even jump.
No, I'm like, break a block, go into the open space, because it's... Ah, bad idea. I'm ablaze. I'm amazed I didn't set that thing on fire.
Yeah, you don't want to get into a
Definitely
liquid
better.
as a blaze. Especially not oil.
But lava's fine.
What's with these nodes in a jar over here?
that's what we're doing first. And then someone in my chat says, just get the hungry node. I'm thinking, ooh. Because then you can just use one Uber node.
Yeah, I mean, hungry node's definitely the way to get like a ridiculously large one. But, you know, that's cool.
Yeah. And after you have that large one, you don't really need any others.
Nice, man. All right, well, I think it's unfortunately time to wrap up the episode here, but this AE system talks to our home AE system, right?
Yes.
All right, so I can put things in there and they'll go to their home.
Yep.
They go where they belong. So yeah, we've got a reactor system set up, and we will probably... You know what I want to do, Soaryn, is I want to get an ender pearl system. I noticed we don't have any ender pearls, so I'm going to have to come up with an interesting way to get ender pearls that's new. Maybe. Or now that we have power, we can just spawn enderman too. That's also an option.
That's true.
I don't know, we'll see. I'll come up with something cool, maybe. But plenty more cool things to work on in Forgecraft2. So for now, Direwolf20 signing off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Take it easy.